Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Consignment Masterclass. In today's video, we're going to cover the labor leverage. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Here's what we're going to cover today. We're going to quickly talk about working on your business and not in it. We're going to identify repetitive tasks, and then we're going to build a local team for efficiency. And then we're going to talk about hiring for success. At the end, we have some action items to move the needle forward. Warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip it, and don't fast forward. With that said, here's a pro tip. Watch the video in 2x speed. Let's get into it. So, work on your business and not in it. From operator to CEO, you've learned the essentials of the consignment business. Now it's time to shift from managing day-to-day tasks to leading and scaling your business. Step back to grow. As you see profits rolling in, it's crucial to step away from the operations and focus on high-level decisions that drive your business forward. Build a business, not a job. Instead of working in your business, create systems that allow the business to run smoothly without constant involvement. Finally, focus on strategy, not tasks. Move from handling orders to making strategic decisions like sourcing products, scaling, and expanding. So far, everything I've taught you is how to make it in the consignment business. This is important because you need to familiarize yourself with how to work in this business. Now that we got all the checkpoints down and we know how to work in the business, we have to work on the business. At some point, you have to step away from being the operator and step into the CEO role and really buy back your time. So that is the main idea we're going to get into in this video. I hope that makes sense. Now let's identify the repetitive tasks. The first one is data analysis. Manually reviewing sales trends and pricing across multiple platforms can be time consuming. Purchasing. Constantly pressing the buy button for new inventory takes focus away from strategic growth. Packing and labeling. Preparing and labeling shipments is repetitive and slows down efficiency. And finally, pickup shipping. Coordinating pickups and handling logistics can eat up valuable time. All these tasks are labor tasks that can be delegated. Which brings me to the next slide. Build a team for efficiency. The first point is to automate data tracking. We can hire a team or leverage the community insights to monitor sales trends instead of manual reviews. That is why I've created this community so we can all help each other. In this community, if everyone chips in their own ideas, we can all bring each other up. Additionally, the other idea here is that you can hire someone to do the data analysis for you and provide you with the results. This is where the account manager comes in that we're going to talk about later on, and how to use the account manager efficiently to find data that most people cannot usually access. Secondly, you want to delegate purchasing. So we want to train an assistant to handle buy orders based on set criteria. Third is to offload packing and labeling. Hire help for prepping shipments efficiently. And finally, to streamline logistics, we want to assign someone to manage pickups and shippings for us so we can focus on working on the business. Now, let's talk about hiring for success. The first step to delegating tasks is to identify your weak spots. Identify which tasks drain your energy or fall outside your expertise. These tasks need to be delegated first. Secondly, is to leverage your network. Ask your community and people that you know for referrals to find trustworthy team members. Third is to start small and scale. You want to delegate one task at a time and expand as you grow comfortable. Set clear expectations. Define goals and maintain communication to keep your team aligned. Finally, you want to hire for fit, not just for skills. Ensure that your new hires share your vision and values to build a cohesive team. Now let's summarize. Number one is to delegate to focus on growth. Step away from repetitive tasks and focus on high-value activities that drive business growth. If you're stuck doing day-to-day tasks, you don't have a business, you have a job. We want to build a business here. So in order to do that and focus on growth, we need to delegate the repetitive tasks. Secondly is to leverage local resources. Build a team or use outsourcing to streamline operations, from data analysis to shipping. Trust is everything. There is no point in hiring someone that we can't trust. That is why I recommend you first look at your local network and find someone that is looking for a job and someone that you can trust. Third is to recruit for impact. You want to hire strategically for key tasks, starting small and scaling as you gain confidence in delegation. In the repetitive task slide, I already did the heavy work for you. I've pointed out all the repetitive tasks that you might face in the consignment business. Your job now is to identify your weak spots and hire strategically for that task. Now, here are some action items. The first one I want you to do is to delegate your first task. This won't be easy, and this will take a while to do. However, if you want to step into the CEO role, you have to do this. Secondly is to make a community post. Share your delegation experience with the community. Explain what tasks you delegated, how it improved your workflow, and any tips for others looking to do the same. Now let's get to work. I've already delegated my first task, so I'm going to move on to action item number 2 and make a community post and giving some tips to the community so they can get started on their first delegation. Here we go. My delegation experience. My first delegation was the packing and labeling task. Extracting shoes out of the shipping boxes and packing them into large boxes took up hours of my time. This is a very simple task to do and which makes it obvious that it needed to be delegated. My first hire was a college friend that was looking for a side hustle. I paid them $3 per pair to intake packages and box and ship them. An example of how it would go down is like this. I would ship them 50 pairs of sneakers. They would box and label it, and hand it off on pickup day. I hope this helps you with your own delegation journey. Let's post this in general discussion and press post. Oh, I forgot to mention that for 50 pairs of sneakers, I would pay them $150 because it was $3 per pair. All right, and with that, I hope you get an idea of how to start delegating your task. This is a very crucial step to start building our business. So with that said, I want you to get to work. My name is Terry. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.